You're just such a happy girl. You're such a happy girl talking over there.
Hello everybody, welcome to the vlog. My name is Elena. I am a K-5 behavior special education teacher, and this is going to be a day in my life. I'm filming in the car right now because there's going to be very little time between when I get to school and there's other people in my classroom. I am on my first full week back to school from maternity leave. It's pajama day today, which is why I am dressed the way I am, except these are new glasses. If you are a follower, you would know that these are different. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Like I said, this is my first week back from maternity leave, and so I'm just really trying to get back into the swing of things. Last week was I shouldn't even say last week. It's continued into this week. This week is better, but I feel like there are 1,000 tabs open in my brain. If I ever thought I had a lot of balls in the air that I'm trying to juggle at once, if I ever thought that before, I really think that now and feel that. It's just a whole new ball game when you have children thrown into it. So if you're new here, I have a 9-year-old son, or my husband and I have a 9-year-old son that we adopted through foster care. So we are a licensed foster care home, and there was a boy in my school last year that needed a placement, and we were becoming licensed anyways. And so it just ended up that he came home with us and has been with us ever since. We love him. So I have a 9-year-old that I just dropped off at school, and we have a 2-month-old that my husband has been dropping off in the mornings, and then I do pick up in the afternoons. So yeah, I'm just trying to work really hard on this work-life balance and leaving work at work and not bringing it home, and being a very present mother when I'm at home. And that's something that I've always known I wanted to be able to do when this part of my life came, and now it's here. And so now I need to stick to it and really, really work on that work-life balance, which is not easy for me, but being a mother is my priority. So that's what I'm trying to make sure that I leave work at work. So all that rambling to say, I am going to try to do a day in my life today as best as I can and show you what we're doing. I got a new student yesterday, and so he actually did fabulous, but that just added another craziness onto my first week back. And I also have 2 IEPs due right away being back, so I'm trying to fit in this extra stuff that's not like normally a part of my everyday weekly flow. Like, I don't get a new student every week. I don't have 2 IEPs to write every single week. So that's just added on to the extra craziness of trying to figure out this new routine and this new balance and just being back at work. So anyways, I didn't think it was realistic that I could also add on vlogging for a full week. So we're going to try to get a day in my life. The nice thing is I have to pump 3 times a day at school. So hopefully I can, during those times, show you, I guess, if you don't mind the sound of my pump in the background, I can show you some of the stuff that I'm working on and use that time to chat to you as well. So while I am pumping in our sensory room that I put together at the beginning of the year, I am working on reformatting my lesson plans because I got a new student, as I said, and I will just try and flip the camera around and show you what I did in years past. I have used Google Sheets, like an Excel form to make it, but the times are not the same every single day. They kind of jump around, so I had to just essentially make a table on a Google Doc. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm blocking out the names right now, but I put the times on the left, and then obviously the dates, and then you can see some X's in there for times where the kids don't have lessons. And then basically during their social skills time, I had to make up some academic stuff. So we're kind of making up time like that, but This is what I'm using for lesson planning this year. I'm just way too particular about wanting everything to be exact, and I didn't want to have to, I hate rewriting some of the stuff that like every Wednesday those probes need to happen, and every Friday I've got those things planned in there as routines, and I hate rewriting it by hand, and no planner. I can't like buy and customize a planner like this other than just printing it myself. So I've been, ever since I was in, well, actually I've been doing this since I taught gen ed too. I like it to be printed and formatted exactly right, and I just found the easiest way to do it is to just do it through Google Docs. The day is over. I need to walk out, so I'm going to make this very short because I gotta go pick up my kids. I feel like I've got like word salad coming out of my mouth right now. I feel like I need to go and decompress. Just had a lot of problem behaviors this afternoon, a lot of physical behaviors, and anytime students are physically acting out and aggressive, I'm talking biting, spitting, hitting, kicking, threats towards self and others, it just becomes really taxing and exhausting. And it makes me sad for the student, and we want to figure out why they are acting that way, because we know that behavior is communication, so they're communicating something that they don't have the skills to communicate in a more appropriate way. But sometimes being the behavior detective and trying to get to the bottom of that and figure out why can be really hard, and trying to figure out consistent trigger. So that's, yeah, something that's always a big part of this job, but also a very taxing and tiring part of this job. So we will do our best to remain just factual about what happened, and trying to dig into what the triggers were and what the skills are that are missing, and trying to work on building back up those communication and self-regulation skills that we don't have. And yeah, to hope for a better day tomorrow. I will say I get discouraged because I know there are a lot of outside factors that I cannot control into how their day goes, and so then feeling like we get the brunt end of it when we are melting down can be also really hard, because we can't control all the other things going on in their life and in the day. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at. I wanted to be able to go through the different things that we are doing academically, but I need to walk out of here and go get my daughter, so I don't have time. But some lessons that I'm just gonna throw out there, even though I can't really show it to you. I've got a couple kids, some intervention lessons that I taught using UFly, University of Florida Literacy Institute. We use that for tier 1 in grades 1 through 2, and then we do use that as a tier 2 and 3 support for students who still need intervention work on those decoding skills, because it is a structured literacy program. I'm using phonics for reading with one student and trying to work on our decoding skills as well. I'm also taking the letters training, so I've got some fluency interventions going on that are from routines out of that letters training that I've learned about through this last calendar year. And yeah, I guess in maybe one of my next videos, I can go through some of the behavior curriculums that we are using for some behavior lessons, because I've been giving student interviews the last couple of days for our behavior lessons, and trying to just, have some nice get to know you time. Obviously I know my students already, but because I spent the first 2 months out on maternity leave, just spending some more time and getting some ideas for some maybe changes that we need to make to their behavior intervention plans. So yeah, that was the day. I'm going to grab all of my pumping and mothering supplies and head out of here. Thank you for watching. I would love it if you liked and subscribed to the channel so you can continue seeing all my future content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Don't fake this, I promise we can make it. You trust me for sure.